This week, we read the Krasner readings regarding Sanford, Meisner, and the neighborhood Playhouse. Sanford Meisner's belief about how acting should be approached was less self-focused, which is something that I really enjoyed. He said he needed that homework, that script analysis for sure, but it was once you were on that stage, you had to put in all of your attention on the other person. And that helped to determine what your actions would be if you were focused on how do I change the point of view with the other person. And it has to be very true, of course, to the relationships that they have as well. So this putting attention on the other person is going to get you the actions based performance that Stella Adler really strongly went for, and it will also give you an inner emotional life because you're actively trying to accomplish something. Usually that something is trying to change the other person and what it is that they want. So I thought that this was a very interesting take on all of this because it allows for an actor to be a lot less selfish with the energy on the stage. So that it's less about focused on, oh my gosh, am I doing it right? Do I have the inner life that I need? And much more on, what am I trying to achieve with this person? Is it working? Which is how we react in real life. So I love Sanford Meisner's method. And I myself was trained in a method very, very similar, with a curriculum that was extremely similar to the neighborhood Playhouse. So the neighborhood Playhouse, it was clarified that it was not created by Sanford Meisner, but that he did teach there for a while. And the curriculum started with the entire first year. For the first several months, all they would do was the repetition exercise. And that was essentially just when one of you is moved to speak, you're not trying to do anything necessarily here. All you're trying to do is read behavior. So as you're interacting, you can comment, and then people would start with the repetition. And then what you would try to figure out is not only how do I feel about it, but also read more of what they are doing and how they are doing it and how that influences how you react. In this way, we try to break down a lot of barriers or anything that is like making us kind of suppress certain emotions that in daily life that we can't normally let out without trying to force or cause anything new to happen. We just have to read the behavior and react. And what this exercise does is it fine-tunes our observation skills. It fine-tunes our ability to be fully present with the other person on the stage. And it also allows for you to start thinking more, using your imagination more in terms of actions and affecting the other person's behavior. When I say affecting the other person's behavior, I mean, of course, in context with the story, not during the repetition exercise. And so after the repetition exercise, then they would look a lot more towards relationships and other things like that. And of course, all while they're learning this, Sanford Meisner, just like Stella Adler, thought it was very important to train the voice and the body. So in the Playhouse, at the neighborhood Playhouse, they would actually have singing lessons and ballet and modern lessons for the first year. Then the second year they'd add jazz and a couple of other things just to get used to different qualities of moving, singing, and speaking to help the performer as a whole so that they could have more tools at their disposal while they are crafting a character. I personally really enjoy, out of all of them, the Sanford Meisner method because, one, it's a lot less about, oh no, am I doing things the way I need to do them? Am I reacting organically? And it is a lot more focused on the other person, which will allow you to indirectly make amazingly imaginative acting choices that are in the moment and do cover a lot of those bases that Stanislavski originated.